All right, so we are here at Walt Disney World Marathon. Finally made it. It's been 37 weeks, been training for this day. And man, I'm super glad it's here. I mean, not so glad I'm waking up this early for this. Woke up at 1:30 this morning to get this race on the road, but we're here. I feel like that was the hardest part, so now it's downhill from here. So I'm gonna record this whole race as much as I can and hopefully share with you guys my pain. All right, let's get going. All right, so we're just walking out to our corrals now. We got through security. It was really pretty much a breeze and walk through. It's Friday afternoon. We went to go get our packets, our race bibs. So it's been a long time since I've been over to Wild World of Sports and got turned around a little bit there, but it was really cool to see all the vendors out there. It's always fun to go to these expos, kind of get you hyped for these races. So I don't know. I feel like this has been something that's been kind of taken up a better part of the last year. Took up a lot of time, a big commitment, and finally the day's here. In a matter of hours, I'm going to be done. Doesn't mean I'm going to be done running, but this big marathon that I've been training for, hopefully will be done. I don't have a goal pace or anything. I mean, I kind of roughly know where I'm going to be, but I'm not going to really be disappointed. I'm just here to finish this race. Hopefully 4:15-ish, maybe 4:30 if I'm not feeling it, but really, I mean, it's just as long as I finish this. Still got a little bit. I got here a little late. We only got about a half hour or so till start time, and I'm just ready. Just ready to get this going. There's been plenty of porta potties. I already passed the first row of them earlier. There's not that many people here. There's not a lot waiting, so that's actually a good thing. I've seen, been to many races when you got long lines for the porta potties. Good thing about Disney, they have tons of bathrooms and porta potties available. You're not going to end up waiting too long. So hopefully, if you have to go, you won't be very long.
Still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the
Can't tell us now.
No, because we have to go, and we're gonna go in 3, 2, 1, go! Put your shirt back on, young man.
And we are off in the Walt Disney World Marathon 2025. I've got to say, the start of this race went better than expected. Back when I registered for this race, I had not run in a while, so I had no proof of time to submit to be placed in an earlier corral. I just entered my estimated time and was placed in Corral D. My biggest concern was a potential logjam of runners in the first miles, but for the most part, there was plenty of space to get by. The marathon course takes you through all 4 Disney parks, and you do Epcot twice. Running through the parks are definitely the highlights of the marathon. Now, Disney tries to make the spaces in between the parks just as entertaining and fun, but to me, these were the harder stretches of the marathon. Because the race started so early in the morning, for me, most of the race was dark, and there were sections where it was actually pretty dark and hard to see in front of you. The other issue I faced during this marathon was the cold. The temps at race time were around 40 and they felt like they kept dropping until the sun came up. And the worst stretches were on World Drive where there was wide open spaces and a lot of wind blowing. Being cold was the theme of this race and definitely made it a little bit more challenging for me. But I did see a lot of fun characters along the way, and really if I wasn't trying to get a good time, I would have had a lot of fun stopping and seeing all the characters. Finally, we reached the Grand Floridian and its new walkway. It was really fun to see all of the lighted floats out in the water and hear the music. It kind of brought a smile to my face, and it was fun to record that and run through that area. But even more exciting was that I knew I was coming up to the Magic Kingdom. And this has got to be one of my favorite memories of running the Walt Disney World Marathon. Just seeing the crowds on Main Street really got me going, really got me pumped and excited for the race, and it was noted in my pace as I started running a little faster at this point. The other nice thing about reaching the Magic Kingdom was that I knew I was close to the halfway point, that 13.1 half marathon marker. Finally made it to the half marathon marker, and guys, I'm telling you, it feels so good to finally hit this point, but from here on it was downhill. My first challenge that I faced was really miles 14 through 16, which is from Magic Kingdom to Animal Kingdom. Disney really went all out to try to make this stretch very interesting, and they made this stretch the Star Wars themed stretch. They have a lot of Star Wars characters to meet, which I really love. However, the sun was already coming up a little bit, and so the effects weren't quite as cool, but they had flashing lights and smoke and the sounds of a battle going on between the Empire and the Rebel Alliance. It was at really this point, though, that I decided I might take my first walk break, and I only walked for just a little bit, and I kept on going and pushed myself till we got to Animal Kingdom. The sun was starting to come up, which was really nice and very encouraging, but nevertheless, I still felt very cold. I still hadn't quite warmed up during this. I felt plenty warm on my legs. I was wearing cold weather leggings, shorts, and a long sleeve shirt, but the shirt did not feel adequate or warm enough for this race. Kingdom is not too far away. Again, running through the parks really energizes me, so I was really looking forward to running through the Animal Kingdom. I was really looking forward to the crowds just to get me pumped, to get me through this area. Animal Kingdom sure didn't disappoint. I saw tons of people dressed up in fun costumes, and even though the crowds weren't as intense as in Magic Kingdom, I still really enjoyed running through Animal Kingdom. Plus, I knew we were getting so much further into this race, and it wasn't going to be much longer. Just before Animal Kingdom to right after Animal Kingdom, I ran at a much faster pace non-stop in this area, which really helped my times. Alright guys, mile 21. I'm at the point where my ankles hurt, my foot hurts, the left foot, so I'm walking a little bit. But, you know, you gotta listen to your body a little bit. I'm gonna push through it here in a minute. I know that last mile I'm gonna run as fast as I can and finish, but man, almost there. Guys, this is it. This is the point where I did not stop anymore. I felt good, or as good as I could get at this point. My foot was still hurting, but I felt good enough that I was going to finish this race strong, and I just ran from this point on until the end. I really wish we ran more through Hollywood Studios. I love that park. It was nice to run by the Tower of Terror, but it felt like as soon as we were there, we were out of Hollywood Studios and on our way to the boardwalk, and then Epcot, and then the finish. But man, again, these crowds really kept me pumped, really kept me going. One of my favorite things are these crowds. I love them. was exciting to run through Epcot, but it was also very disappointing to see that I hit 26.2 miles on my watch and still had about a half a mile more to go. But that's okay, because I knew everything I've been training for the better half of the past year would be done. Here it is, the final stretch. What I was about to accomplish hadn't hit me yet at this point. I was just ready to cross that finish line and say I was done with this race and be done and have accomplished it finally. Have you ever done something or prepared for something over a long period of time, faced a lot of challenges and difficulties, and maybe even doubt? Do you remember what that felt like? Well, for me, I was feeling it all at that moment. I was elated that I'd finally finish. I was tired. Everything that I had set out to do in the past had finally accomplished. Sometimes running has a way of bringing out all of your emotions, everything all at once, and at this moment, that's how I was feeling. But that's why I love running. It's kind of a therapy. Alright. I'm having a hard time getting through this, but finally finished this. And you know, I was thinking about what I had just accomplished, and I couldn't be more proud. It's the hardest thing I've done in a while. Alright guys, so I made it back to the car. I'm just an emotional mess. I couldn't talk as soon as I finished, and I'm still just getting over it, but we did it, guys. We did it. 37 weeks of training. Finally finished the Walt Disney World Marathon, and I did do it in a faster time than my first time, which is, I guess, a PR for me. I finished it in, I don't know what my official time was. I think it was 4 hours and 20-something minutes, which is, you know, just fine with me. I'm happy with that. I got miles 19 to 23-ish. That was those are hard miles there. And it's been cold all morning. It was cold, and in the shade it felt really cold. And every time you stop, it feels cold. But we got through all the injuries, made it through all the training. You know, it's something when you work towards something for so long and you finally get to finish. It's so rewarding. Plus, I feel like running always messes with my emotions. I'm just happy it's done. Thank you guys for joining me on my journey to finishing the Walt Disney World Marathon. I had a lot of fun. It was a fun race, very crowded. I'm going to take this year off, though. I'm not going to do any more marathons, but I will do some more races, and we'll see what we do for 2026. So if you like this video, please give me a subscribe, or give me a like. Consider subscribing. I will do more running videos, Disney stuff here in Orlando, more Disney cruise things coming. But guys, we did it. And I'm just so thankful to have you guys as my viewers, and thank you for watching. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye for now. I'll see y'all next time.